trust fund babies. I'm like,
Very soon? Yes. Boom! Look at that, Katie did the switcher right now. Wow, I look really tan. It's because it's dark. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Weapon of Choice with JoshXO and Katie from Federico Institute in Sacramento, California. And I'm going to be doing some haircutting for you, because I'm cool like that. Alright, well, let's get started. What? Oh, as long as you turn the volume off, we're cool. Alright. Alright, this is my model Jordan, who, if you guys were watching the pre-show, had some really awesome makeup done by Jacob Del Rosario. Man, I feel so romantic every time I see that. Jacob Del Rosario. Yeah, I can't roll my R's. You roll your R in that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright. You want to talk about the makeup you did? Well, you come here. Say hi. Come on, get your name out there. Tell us your Instagram and stuff.
Again, my long Instagram.
Yeah.
JTDELROSARIO.
Fall asleep every time.
It's
so long. Why can't you just be JTRMUA?
Yeah, maybe we should change it.
Yeah, JDR.
JDR.
JD. I'm gonna start calling you JD. That's awesome. All right, what'd you do?
I actually went a little
Close your
crazy.
eyes so we can see.
I don't know if I usually do like really light colors and really natural tones, but I did yellow on the lid, and then I cut out our crease with a little bit, almost like a pinky fuchsia, and then did blue on the outside.
Wow, I was just saying it looks like one of those 70s like keep on trucking logos. It's awesome. It's so good.
Wake up and makeup on Instagram.
Wake up and makeup. All right, cool. Hey Adam, you wanna go come take care of any Federico business while I'm sectioning and figuring out what I'm gonna do?
Yeah. You have a calendar readily available?
Yeah, right over there.
Wow.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Federico here on Weapon of a Choice.
Hey guys, good evening.
Oh, you're in there. Look at us ducking down. Hey. Look at us.
Yeah. So coming up here at Federico Advanced, the next class is going to be May 19th with Mr. Russell Mays coming in from the Orange County area. And he's doing a perfect layering class on how to achieve seamless layers without creating holes and gaps or gullies, if you will, through the hair. So that'll be Mr. Russell Mays, May 19th. June the 9th, we've got Douglas McCoy in the House of Pop coming back down. It's always a great class. He's going to be doing, hitting on building a brand, which he's been really great on building his own independent brand through the past couple of years. And then doing some hands-on hair cutting and styling. And at the end, this gentleman over here, Josh, will be shooting all the end looks, and you'll be able to walk away with a few finished images. I think Josh said he's willing to Photoshop 10 different looks from each person.
Yeah, 10. Yeah, let's do 10.
About 20 people in that class.
I'm gonna put googly eyes on everyone. Yeah. Everyone's gonna look like a little stuffed animal. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. July 28th, we have the Teals coming up, the whole family, and they're gonna be doing a wig making class. That was wig making class. I think I'm slurring my words a little bit.
You're drunk.
I am. It's half a glass of wine I'm drinking.
Ooh.
August 17th through 18th, we've got a big, KMS Goldwell kind of VIP event. We've been doing this, and this is our second annual one. We have Demetrios coming out.
What's his last name?
It's Demetrios.
Because you can't pronounce his last name. So try. Give it a go. Try butchering it.
Like I said, he's like Prince. Demetrios.
Come on, you're from your family's Italian. That's kind of the same area.
What is his last name?
Yeah, I was asking you.
I have no idea.
Smooth.
It's just Demetrios. Everybody else.
They couldn't even spell it on
Everybody else has a last name except Demetrios. It's just Demetrios. And then Sonia Brado. And then the end of September, I believe it's September 29th, DJ Muldoon will be back out. So that'll be, and then October, Sally Rogerson. I don't have the date. But that will take us through the end of the year. Ready to rock?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, did you want to bring your length up at all in the back?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit, okay. All right, we'll do that. Is there any, do I have any more clips there? No? I hid them somewhere, I just don't remember where. No, I didn't take them home.
Oh, wait.
Oh wait, Katie and her magical bag of trips. So let's talk about the haircut here real quick. So this is my model Jordana. And Jordana, see, I sprayed the hair down before we started cutting for you guys. So Jordan had like this really like kind of fat bob and at the bottom. Oh, one, thank you. Okay, I'll make do, like Radana. I thought maybe they were on the upper shelf. So it was really heavy, it was classic, it was really well done, it was just too heavy down here. So as I was kind of looking at her head shape and stuff, I'd like to see something that's a little more lean. And I think I'll achieve that through a combination of graduation and layering. So probably what we'll do is graduate and then we'll layer through here. So a little combination of both, because I know you guys love my fucking bobs, because that's all I've been doing for the past 7 episodes now is a bob. So actually last week wasn't really a bob. It's all right. So we're going to take the length up a little bit, and you can see that she has a really jumpy hairline right through here. So we're going to deal with that. Oh, thanks. I know I had some around here, but I don't know where they went. So she's got a totally jumpy hairline. So I'm going to try some advice that Travis gave me this weekend. When dealing with one length and that kind of thing. And that's
Travis's Instagram and tell them who Travis is.
Travis W. Smith. He works for Sassoon, and he's our best friend, and he's really funny, and we like him. And we were spending the weekend in LA with him. Wow, I can't section worth a damn tonight. So his theory on it, which we're going to try out tonight, on getting a nice clean line, is to use a lot of tension and then cut a little bit off at a time. So we're going to try that, and we're going to see how that works out, if it works out. And we'll see if it actually, his advice makes me a better hair cutter. And if it doesn't, then he totally failed, and you guys should all send hate emails to him.
Well, I already sent him the email.
Oh, okay, well, Katie's got that covered. So let's try. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off a bit more of the length here, and we'll see what happens with all this jumpiness that's going on.
Someone also said your hair looks majestic, and then Hairbrain said, nice blow up, Josh.
Oh, thank you. Wow. So much love tonight. Okay, that's right. So lots of tension. Lots of tension, and I'm just going to rough in the baseline first, and then I'll start taking out the little bits. You know, it's funny, it's like we always got to try these different little tricks and I believe once you get to a certain point in haircutting, right, once you learn the basic like haircuts and the basic techniques and learn your geometry, getting good at haircutting is then just collecting tricks and putting them in your bag, and little things on how to get a cleaner line. First you learn how to do a clean line, and then it's all about what little tricks do you have to make it as clean as possible and as efficient as possible. So we're going to try this super tension trick. So I'm really just combing the hair right down on the hairline and placing my finger in and cutting right on the skin and cutting with as much tension as possible, but I'm not taking off a lot of length, just a little bit. Sorry. See, Adam, now you know where I get it from. Yeah. Except maybe Katie's a little more polite than I am.
I get the backlash of Katie beating you down.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. You get it. You see where it comes from.
Yeah, Katie is a little more polite.
A little bit.
I like her gingerly aspect.
I don't know. She's more polite tonight. Usually it's like, you're stupid. Get out of the way. But without Katie, there would be no show, and there'd be nothing. So sometimes people like to message me on Facebook and Instagram and ask me why I'm so awesome. And I can take no credit for that. Only Katie can. So you should message her and say, hey, thanks for putting up with Josh so that we can get all this free education.
That's not what Travis said what you're doing.
Oh, really?
No, he said little points. You're not thinking.
Oh, okay. All right. So, well, I was taking off the length first before I did the little points. Okay, there we go. Little points. I was getting there. Oh.
I didn't have beers that night, so I remember.
Oh. I only had 3 beers that night. So I remembered some. But then again, I'm such a lightweight now. Just to let you all know, I'm a really cheap date if you ever want to hang out.
Oh, I thought the girl said the video quality is really crap.
Oh.
She said it's crisp. I was like, oh man.
Did she say it was crap or crisp?
Crisp,
Oh.
but I can't read.
What? It's not like I'm doing any barbering. You're not allowed rude comments. Should we hint? Should we hint? Yeah? Okay. So if you guys were watching Federico live last week, you'll notice that it was a little more of a handsome show than normally. And a little more tan as well. Because we had myself and DC the Barber on. And, you know, we got a lot of good feedback on barbering. And I kind of looked around at the barbering world, and there's a lot of views, but not a lot of high quality haircutting, like videos. I mean, the quality of the haircuts are really good in the barber world, but the video quality is not that great. Not to mention, my whole theory about it as well is that you kind of have 2 sides of barbering right now. You have the showroom guys, which are doing the classic rockabilly stuff really well. But then you also have the more urban, I guess is the politically correct way to put it, right? No, you have like more of the hip hop style, you know, and you have more of the tight fades and that kind of thing in the barbering world, and they're not getting a ton of representation. And I kind of want to, Adam and I were talking, and we're like, we should really like kind of show all sides to barbering and get more barbering content out there and more quality barbering content. So in a couple weeks, we don't have a firm date yet, but a couple weeks. Oh, is it firm now?
We're at May 6th, Tuesday night.
Okay, May 6th, which is a Tuesday night. Wow, you guys heard it here first.
Yeah.
We're going to have a barbering live night, and that'll be every Tuesday
6 o'clock.
at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and you guys will be able to see some live barbering, be able to ask some questions, and I believe DC will be leading that up, and hopefully we'll get some really awesome like guest barbers in here for you guys. And DC is great. He knows like all the top people in the business, so hopefully we'll be able to bring you guys some like guest artists in here so you can learn a bunch of different ways of working those clippers and becoming the best you can possibly be. So because men's haircutting is, I think it's a really underrepresented demographic right now as far as like haircutting education goes. So, but anyways, I guess I went there with all that because like, if you look at any of the barbering haircut videos on YouTube, man, those guys are freaking brutal. They'll just rag on anything. They're like, oh yeah, you're 1 centimeter off, like on the fade. Like, I guess that's why I won't do men's cutting online. I'll let DC do it. It can be, you know, men's night all the time. But, and DC is so good. He's such a good barber. All our barber instructors are really good here. But, I'd love to see Carrie cut, but she's a little shy, isn't she?
She told me she wants to do a shave though.
Oh, really?
That's what I'm like,
All right.
with the ladies on the camera.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That'll be awesome. So, awesome. So, really excited about that.
You're going to be the model that night, Josh.
Yeah?
For the shave.
Oh, okay.
You're a good straight
No, I don't have the patience. I don't even like massages. Like, I can't sit still that long. Yeah. So, yeah, no, I won't be doing that. I get so bored. The only massages I can do is like, I can only do chair massages so that I can like look out on the world and stuff. Like serious, yeah, I gotta, because I get bored and I can only like sit there for 15 minutes where I'm like, I need to go. I know, it's weird. Like maybe if I could like, I don't know, fucking play video games or something while like I'm getting massage, like that's cool. But I don't need the whole like candles and aromatherapy and all that stuff. Like it does my head in. Yeah. All right, so we got a pretty good line going in the back there. You can see with her curls there, it's kind of flipping out a little bit. So I really want to kind of graduate in there to kind of work that out. And actually, I think I'm going to work this underneath place because I don't need to keep bringing this stuff down because I'm going to layer out. So I'm going to start with the graduation and then we're going to keep pushing it up and around. You doing okay, Jordan? Mm-hmm. Yeah? All right, cool. All right, so since I want it a bit leaner, I'm actually going to use vertical sections. So not really approaching it as your typical graduated bob, which you would kind of take diagonal sections. I want it lean, so I'm going to use these vertical sections. I'm going to drop out a bit so I make sure that I have a nice firm line there. And plus that'll leave some weight because she does kind of have this wavy hair that wants to kick up and stuff. So I'm going to be dropping a bit out and then graduating up from there. And then it'll kind of curve into a layer. So we'll get like a bit of lift from the underneath here to get it away from the hairline, and then we'll be going around into a layer to remove weight, which will be awesome. And just straight out from the head, letting that stuff drop out. There's my guide underneath, and continuing that angle. And everything straight back, just like a shoebox.
Square.
Square. Right. Keep bringing back. And there'll be less graduation because I'm pulling everything straight back. There'll be less graduation in the corners than there is in the middle. So we'll get that kind of triangular shape. So even though I'm cutting it pretty much square, you'll still be getting a triangular feel from it. Clean up my sections. Yeah, I remember a couple episodes ago, I'm going to really work on having clean sections. That didn't last long. Look at these sloppy, ugly sections. I'm still a good haircutter though. I'm still okay. There we go. So we can see, because I'm directing straight back, less hair is coming off, which is nice because then I protect this corner. And especially that's where everything wants to be a little jumpy, so it's good to have like a bit of protection to really lean in that weight right there. We have any questions so far?
No.
Any comments?
Someone said, thanks for sharing your skills. Now from Amy Johnson.
Thank you, Amy Johnson. I'm just glad somebody is out there watching. All 5 of you. 2 of you. 14 of you. What? Really? Oh, and there went the other light.
That was okay. It looks better without the light anyway.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, look.
Ooh, yeah, that looks nice. Okay. Cool. I'm good with that. Wow. Everything's kind of getting brighter now without that.
Yeah,
Everything was so shadowy before, and now everything's so nice and soft. All right. And let me turn it this way so you guys can kind of see. And my body position is way off because I'm trying to show you guys as good as possible. No one can see my body. But everything is just coming straight back. There we go. So we get a nice bit of build up there. Now I can take my next horizontal section, and I'll just go ahead and take the front stuff out too. And I have like a bunch of Skittles to my arm. So instead of doing an undercut, that's totally something you could do, but I want to keep that going. I want to like keep this whole layer going. Doing all right, Jordan?
Yep.
Yeah? How long have you been going here now, Jordan?
Since November.
Okay. Jordan is one of our cosmetology students here. Are you liking it so far?
Yeah, I love
Yeah?
it.
Yeah? Yeah. Because if you embarrassed us on camera by saying you hated it, I would totally just give you a mullet right now.
I would totally lie, don't worry.
How come you chose cosmetology over barbering? Was that an option when you started?
I actually went to nursing first and then,
Really?
yeah, but I'm not good with,
Blood?
yeah,
Really?
or needles, so I
Wow.
figured it wasn't a good idea to go any further.
What was your first like clue where you're like, no?
When my mom cut herself when she was making dinner, I almost started gagging. because-
You're like, I'm a nursing student. I can. Oh god, no.
And I couldn't even put a Band-Aid on me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be a terrible nurse. Sorry. that sounds bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, glad you decided to make the jump. Okay, so now there's my graduation, right? Now normally if I wanted to keep graduating, I would just keep following that line. And I would continue working on the inside of my fingers. But since I want to turn this into a layer, you can see my angle went this way, and now it's going to go flat and then around. So I'm going to pull this straight out from the head. Right? There's the end of my graduation, and now we're just going to go flat. Right? So this is kind of a neat transition from, let's face it that way for you guys. This is a neat transition to go from graduation into layering. And because you're taking these vertical sections, everything's going to be pretty flat. And by flat, I mean lean, like it's going to be smaller. And I'm still following that whole shoebox thing. So straight back off the head. And by that, we still keep a very like triangular feel throughout the haircut. How long did you go to nursing school for?
A semester.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you didn't like get almost done and then be like, oh no, I can't handle this.
I was like, probably shouldn't waste any more money. So.
That's good. The only blood you see in hair cutting is your own when you cut your knuckles. So.
I cut myself the first time this week.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How'd that go?
It was okay.
Yeah.
My Band-Aid kept falling off. So.
Oh yeah. I just use super glue.
Oh, that's what some nail guy did to me when he cut me.
Oh, a nail guy? Really?
Yeah, he put a...
How did a nail guy cut you?
He filed my actual finger instead of...
Was he drunk?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, he just put nail glue on me.
Yeah, it totally works great. It totally stops it. Okay, so this area here, the massoid process, if I keep pulling everything straight back, I'm not going to take off any length and I won't get that nice transition. So what I'm going to do is where I'm at behind the ear, all this stuff got brought straight back. So as I get to the behind the ear here, I'm actually going to bring it out at an angle off the head this way, more towards you guys, not back, at an angle. So this way, we'll get a little more continuation of that line and a little better flow of the triangular feel, rather than pulling everything straight back. Because if we pull it straight back, all this is nice and layered and graduated, and then it's just one length in the front. And she has fine hair, but it's not so fine that we can't add a bit of movement through the front. All right. And just out to that angle. Cool. Right, so we're getting a much nicer kind of layered feel throughout it. All right, so same thing on this side. And I'm gonna stay on this side while I'm cutting. And that way I continue working the short to long. Because otherwise, if I come over on this side and cut down, then I risk cutting into the graduation that I already cut. So if I stay on this side, I make sure that I'm working away from that graduation and not putting holes into it. It's just one of those things where it's good to kind of continue to work short to long. And there it is. So I have two guides. I have the graduation from underneath and my previous cut section. And continue taking these slices. Katie, it's really nice having you back.
What?
It's really nice having you back. It's nice to have you back. And moving the camera around for me and watching out for stuff. Just saying, you're good at it. You're better at it than me. Like when I'm filming Adam, I'm like, wait, what's going on? Oh, the camera's pointed at the ceiling? Oh, sorry. Oops. All right, continuing back with that shoebox.
All right, Gordon has a little fun fact.
Fun fact about me?
No, just a fun fact. Just a fun fact. Top of the list of career changes into cosmetology, nursing.
Really? There you go. Wait, from nursing into cosmetology? Wow.
No, I would like to think it was from cosmetology to dental hygiene.
I heard dental hygiene was a big one. I heard dental hygiene was a big one.
75% of the girls I started going to school with work in a dentist's office now.
Really? Okay. Gordon, can you look that up on the Gordon Crime computer? Gordon Miller is the most intelligent man in all of beauty. And
In all of the world.
in all of the world. I secretly believe he totally runs the entire beauty industry. Yep. Just, you know, we're all in Gordon's beauty, you know, it's Gordon's beauty world. We just live in it. Just playing all the angles.
And then Cecilia said, I started using the Zenman when I first saw your short attention span videos. And it is, oh, I lost it, sorry.
Oh, okay.
And it's completely changed the way I style hair.
Yeah, all right. For the better, I hope. Because like, hey, I watched one of your videos, I used that brush you use, and now I suck at doing hair.
And Gordon said from nursing school to cosmetology school.
Okay. What did he say about dental hygiene?
He didn't.
Oh.
Which I feel like dental hygiene is grosser.
Grosser?
I don't think their hands do something nasty on the
I don't know. What would you rather look at all day? You know, like I'd rather look at hair, not like, do you really want to look at that all day? Like, oh, you don't want to look at that. You don't want to, oh. People ask me why don't I have dental insurance, and people keep asking me, well, why don't I get my teeth fixed? And I'm like, then I lose that whole like British look. I lose that whole socialized dentistry look that's so hot right now. All right, going to continue on with the horizontal section. So now I'm kind of left with a horseshoe shape through the top here. And I'll do something different when I get there. I promise. But through here, we're just going to continue that layer. Woo! No more dental shots, I promise, guys. That was just for fun.
You lost like 18.
I lost all my viewers. They're like, ugh. I could smell his breath through the video, through the internet. Ew. Totally gross. Pound disgusting. Pound crest.
Gordon said,
Do we have an update on dental hygiene?
I'm busy styling
Dentists have the highest rate of suicide of any profession.
What?
Because who wants to look at, like, teeth all day?
Okay.
I mean, I like teeth, but not when
You like wearing teeth.
not when
There's a difference. My girlfriend with her various dental jewelry.
Cameron said I really could have skipped that part of the show.
Yeah?
Talk about your mouth.
Aw. Talking about your mouth.
Talking about your mouth.
Alright, well, you know, this is the wonderful thing about my own internet show is, you know, I do what I want. If I want to dance, if I want to hang out upside down with 40 cans of hairspray strapped to me, all going off at the same time, spinning around in a circle, while poodles jump through flaming hoops, I can do that because it's my show. Can you do that? No, because you don't have a show.
Anyone can start a show on YouTube.
Yeah, I know anyone can start a show, but how many of those people are going to show you their mouth?
Some people.
I don't know. I let my viewers inside me, okay? Just saying. Just, I mean, in my heart. I love them. I love them all. Weapon of choice. Oh yeah, speaking of like stuff like that, if you guys really want to help me out, all you got to do is click on the link, copy the link, post it into, you know, Facebook, and click, you know, share. And, you know, whatever you want, you know, there's a little status thing like, you know, JoshXO is feeling, what is it? Facebook asks you, what are you doing right now? And you could be like, I'm barfing into a brown paper bag because I saw some Jesus-looking haircutter dude's mouth. I never want to see that again. Like, if you want to hate, just go hate on Facebook, but let people know so they can also hate me on screen too, because, you know, I could use the viewers, so it's pretty cool. Maybe I'll start barbering, and then I'll get the hate wagon in. I need to do the sides, so yeah, I'm gonna bring those out to the corner again. Excuse me. I had a little cough. And out to the corner and flat. Let's spin Jordan around. Stupid backdrop. This thing's so in my way. Everything in the show is just like failing. Backdrops failing.
Since you just came back from your little...
From a vacation. You were there. How much fun did we have? Katie?
No fun that involves hair.
Well, no, because no one wanted to take pictures with us. But we had fun. We did things, kinda. We went to LA. I'm not a huge fan of LA. I feel like people in LA are kind of a caricature of people in the rest of the world. Like, which I gotta admire, like, people in LA, they really go for it. But it's kind of like that feeling where it's like, you know, if you're living in LA and you're gonna be a hairstylist, you're gonna be like ultra hairstylist. Like, you're gonna wear more sequins than anyone else.
Someone wants to know if you're leaving the bangs as is.
What are we doing with the bangs, Jordan?
I want to keep them side bangs, but you can change them up a little bit.
Okay, so we're going to play Choose Your Own Adventure with Jordan's bangs. So you guys either type 1 or 2 into the chat, and if you press 2, we'll make Jordan cry and give her baby bangs. If we press 1, we'll keep them... No, we're not going... You don't want to play that game?
I know.
Well, because then you don't blame me, you blame the viewers. All, what, 5 of them? 15. I lost viewers? No, gained viewers.
No, you lost 2 and then...
No,
You
whatever.
lost 4 and then you gained 6.
Oh, 4 people that have mouth phobias. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to start pulling everything back into the stuff I cut before. So what I'm going to do is take more vertical sections and pull those sections back into basically what would be a cross-check of my earlier sections. Right, so now I'm back to working on the inside of my fingers. I'm going to give it a little bit of elevation so I don't leave a shelf. And we're just going to pull that back in. Boom. And cut straight across. Right, so since I'm pulling everything back, we're going to have like more of a triangular shape through there. Oh, Jordan, your hair's like 2 pounds lighter. It's awesome. All right, we're just going to keep pulling this stuff back. And because the hair is a bit finer on the top, we can just kind of pull the rest of this back. Okay, maybe split it up a little bit. Maybe not such a huge section. There we go. And just cutting it flat. Really easy. And then we'll do a little bit of dry cutting too. Because Jordan has fine hair, but she's got a lot of it. And that was like one of the things with her old haircut. It was cut really blunt, and it was really long, and it just kind of hung there, and it didn't have, like, it didn't swing around and move a lot. So we want to make sure we get in there and add a bit of texture so we get a bit of that movement. Boom. There we go. So if we cross-check that, because I pulled everything back, we should see a nice triangular shape. And there it is. And sometimes, like when I do that much over direction, I like to just make sure I don't have any little lumpy bits in my cross-check there. So we'll just check through there. I mean, we like a nice, like, steep feeling because that means we left a lot of length in the front. But we just want to make sure that I wasn't inconsistent, because if I was inconsistent with my elevation here, that means when we cross-check here, it's going to be kind of jumpy. So to assure that I had a nice smooth transition, we do a little bit of a cross-check. And it looks like I did okay. I did all right. I mean, whatever. No, it looks really good. I swear. Jordan.
I believe it.
I mean, it looks okay. I mean, whatever.
It's just hair.
It's just hair. I mean, I'm going to nursing school next week, so it's not like it matters. I mean, dental hygiene school. I mean, I'm going to play dental hygienist in my tool shed. All right, everyone's favorite time, blow drying. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's a demo.
Do you know Travis's email?
Email? No. No, I do not. Does he even have? Oh, I do know Travis's email, and it's hilarious. If you go to oh, never mind. We'll talk about it afterwards. All right, so if we look at that basic shape. Oh, okay. If you look at the shape, we have some nice graduation. We have some nice layering go through there. And now we're basically going to get it nice and smooth. We're going to plug in my flat iron just in case I totally suck at blow drying. I need to make sure that I have something to smooth it down. We're going to take this nozzle off because it's useless right now. And we're going to wrap. And I really like, because this bottom area was so jumpy, I'm actually going to clip some of this out of the way so I can just concentrate on that bottom area that I graduated on. And really like worry about smoothing that out. And then the rest is cake because it's loose and fun and great. And tilt. And just kind of slow baking this stuff down. I probably shouldn't lift it this much. It should probably be a little more easier going with it, but there we go. So this would be a good time to go to the fridge and, I don't know, make a stir fry or something. Maybe start, you know, curing your own meats. Maybe get some nice salami going for the dry cutting portion of the show when the blow dry is over. It's okay. Now would be a really good time to ask any questions you guys have. I'm still waiting on the response about the dental hygiene school. So maybe Gordon will get back to us on that. Hey, my lane's kind of clean. It's not super bad. What? Go Travis what? Oh, his advice. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Seemed to work out. I mean, whatever. People sometimes ask me why I use this crappy old beat up Denman. And that's because Katie gets all the good stuff. Because Katie is like the biggest like comb and brush nerd ever. So yeah, she gets all the really awesome stuff, and I get all her hand-me-downs. Like when she gets like an awesome turquoise vest, like I just get whatever. You know what? Let's try round brushing. What? Does that make you sad? Yeah, I'm gonna round brush a bob. I don't care. Whatever. It's not like I'm gonna make it. Oh, I don't even know where a round brush is. Oh. Okay. You know, you have a choice of many live haircutting shows to watch. But if you're gonna choose the one where the guy gets called stupid. Because that's probably the fun one. Did you want to blow dry, Kitty? Oh. Just checking. Do I need to move some way for you? So when round brushing a bob, yes, you can actually round brush a bob and have it look good, by the way. So yeah, I guess I'll talk about that a little bit as soon as I get this bottom smoothed out, and then I can go. So a lot of people like to round brush in two sections, so they split the head down the middle. I don't like that. So I like just using one clip when I round brush bobs. And so what I'll do is I'll do a middle section, right? I'll take one section right down the middle there, and then I'll just work on the middle section first. So I do 3 sections in the back before moving on to the front. So I'll turn this way. And I don't want a huge amount of volume, so you won't see me like over directing really far. I kind of keep the round brushing down here. But I will give it a little bit of a kick and a little bit of elevation, because Jordan does have a bit of wave right at her base. So to get rid of that wave, I kind of need to give it a little push and give it a little movement. Otherwise that wave just takes over. Alright. Oh, there we go. Now no one can understand what I'm saying. That's okay, I wasn't saying anything important anyways. Right into the crown area. now what I do is I work this third quadrant right here. So if you guys remember like the 9-section perms, it's kind of like that. So you just work one small quadrant at a time. And the reason like I like these like doing the back and thirds is because you can marry the sections together a little bit better, and you don't get like a split right down the middle of the head. Yeah. Repeat the question again?
How do you judge the angle of layering around the crown so you don't get the dreaded bubble?
You go safe. You analyze the head shape before you start cutting. So it depends. Like, the dreaded bubble. I think a lot of times maybe when the dreaded bubble happens, it's because the layers are too short in the crown. You know what? I actually don't know how to explain that because I don't make it a bubble. I think what would happen is that the layers would be too short, so they just want to stick up and be around here. I think that would be a dreaded bubble. I think the other thing is keeping your elevation low enough so that you maintain weight, right? Because if you really like push it around, if you start off from graduation and go around, then it'll kind of bubble out. I probably didn't answer your question, but hopefully I came close. Just, you know, just take it to the point and keep it a bit longer and keep the elevation a bit lower. And then you can kind of work it from there. Hopefully I didn't create the dreaded bubble on Jordan. Jordan would be so mad at me. Huh? What?
I'd get over it.
Yeah? All right. Wow, I haven't round brushed or bob in like forever. It's kind of fun. But yeah, I mean, you can see I got a little bit of a weight line there, but it's a layer, so I can soften it up. Sometimes what happens if you have too low of an elevation, you'll get a really like big shelf. So you just need to make sure that you round that corner off a little bit. Which I guess would be the opposite of the dreaded bubble. Alright, so I'm not going to talk much, I'm just going to get through this. We're going to put the air on high. We're going to blaze through some blow dry in here. Hopefully get it done as fast as possible so we can get back to the fun stuff, which is hair cutting. Maybe I'll just edit this out because this is boring. Boring. So if you guys haven't had a chance to, go ahead and subscribe to my channel here at JoshXO. And as a further bonus, if you're looking for all my like short attention span videos and stuff like that I've been putting out, most of what I've been putting out has been on youtube.com/Federico Advanced. So you should probably subscribe to Federico Advanced if you're into hair videos and stuff like that, and then you can totally get updated on when our new videos like come out. But you should totally subscribe to JoshXO because I plan on featuring more Katie in the future on my videos. So you'll be able to find all the Katie videos here. Yeah? Okay. Hi, Katie Perkins. I don't. Okay, so the question was, do I find it important to blow dry in the same sections I cut? No. Usually, Like, okay, so if I wanted this really straight, if I wanted a really straight bob, then I would probably be doing my typical, which I've done on other episodes, diagonal sections and blowing forward, blowing forward, blowing forward, and then switching to another diagonal, which I would probably never do a haircut like that, except for maybe the inside out, which is the old Sassoon cut. So I never really blow dry like I cut the hair anyways. So that's not really super important to me. I'm just gonna, sections when blow drying, I like diagonals because I don't get those like splits in the hair. So for me to like really section like the way I would cut hair, I feel like as the hair is blow drying, I would get splits in it. But that's just me. Some people do section and get things really smooth. So I'm just speaking from my experience. No, it's not ceramic. This is an ancient brown brush. It's just your regular metal barrel. I don't know. I've never had a ceramic round brush before. So this one has actually been bitten a little bit by, you can see little Charlie teeth in there. When we got Charlie, he wanted to use it as a chew toy. So it has special sentimental value to me. So I guess I can never upgrade to a regular awesome round brush. This probably isn't the best round brush in the world, but it's got little Charlie teeth on it. So I like it because I love my dog. What side do you usually part on? Which way? That side. Okay. Cool. All right, so now I'm just working through the side sections. You know, the thing is too, is like, I used to only flat brush my bobs. I used to only like, I would never round brush them. But as I've kind of gotten more into like getting styling into my haircuts, which I've been really into like the past year or so, I'm okay with round brushing it because I know I'm going to go in and kind of mess it up. And as long as my baseline is really clean, you know, as long as I get my baseline nice and straight, then I can refine that and feel happy about having a clean line. And so yeah, I don't mind round brushing and getting like movement in with the blow dries as much. Oh man, I thought you had a pizza like in your lap, but it was just my reflector. Wow. Pizza sounds really good right now. Alright, so back to blow drying, unless there's any more questions. Alright. Well, you know what, I'll just answer the questions when I'm done blow drying anyways. Wait, someone said what? Katie's hair is so darn long now. If you guys get a chance, if you're on Instagram, go ahead and follow Katie at Katie Butts. You should also follow me on Instagram because that's really the only place I post anymore. I don't post, but I post more than I do on Facebook because you're only going to get spam from me on Facebook about, oh, I'm going live in 5 minutes. Check out my live haircutting show. That's all I post on Facebook anymore because I don't really like Facebook anymore. I mean, I still check it, but I don't like looking at my news feed. Like, the only thing I see on my news feed is like, you know, I took the Zingo quiz and I'm this dipshit. Congratulations. Yeah, I know you like him. I don't like him. I like seeing what you are because I know you, but the rest of my news feed, I could care less if you're the Thompson twins. Well, yeah, and then you gamed the system until you got someone cool. Well, I got Janice. Yeah, I took the Mean Girls quiz and I got Janice and Katie got pissed. Well, you are the kid that farts a lot. That's pretty accurate. I mean, Katie's vegan, so she farts a lot. All the time. Katie's farts are so bad that our dogs have to leave the room sometimes. And then she blames it on the dog. It's true. Oh, yes. You should really bring the puppies for the show sometime. They're gonna run around and be puppies and pee on things and fart on the model? Oh, no. They're little cute farts though. They're little terriers and a chihuahua. They're really cute. Jordan, you would like, you would see them and you'd be like, it would be an honor for those dogs to fart on me. What? It would be.
Honor.
It would be an honor. Okay, it's not. I'm kidding. You probably wouldn't do that. Do you have any dogs?
Yeah, we have 2 labs.
Oh, big dogs.
Yeah. Lhasa Apso.
What's a Lhasa? Katie, what's a Lhasa Apso?
It's the one of, yeah. The smaller dog with all the hair.
Okay.
And,
Hi, welcome to Puppy Talk with JoshXO.
and then we have a Queensland healer.
You have a lot of dogs.
I live out in the country, so.
Really?
Yeah. We also have a pig.
You also have a pit.
A pig.
Oh, a pig. What?
Yeah.
What kind of pig?
I forgot.
Is
My
it
brother's
pink?
pig. It's for 4-H.
Okay. Does your brother put him in the back of the truck and like cruise town?
We have a barn.
You have a barn?
Yeah.
Is it like a metal barn or is it an old wooden barn?
We have 2.
Really?
Yeah, there's a red old wooden barn out in the back, and then we have a metal one.
Is it all like old and crusty? Okay, I'm gonna come take pictures at your house. I'm gonna get some models. You can get a model too. We'll take pictures. We'll do a photo shoot there.
Sounds good.
Because I need an old Doesn't that sound awesome?
What?
She's got a barn.
Oh, yeah.
Does it have like a hayloft?
I don't know.
Is there old farm gear in it?
Well, I mean, it was like abandoned on the inside. It was like a property out in the back that we bought. But we don't really use the barn, but I did take my senior pictures up there.
Wait, what was yours? Did you do one of these? Did you come around the door of the barn and just be like,
I totally could.
oh, that's so good. And then there's the one against the wall. You got to do that one.
I did do that one.
You did that one, and then sometimes it's up against the wall.
I was gonna deny it, but I didn't.
Did you do any train tracks?
No.
No, train tracks is very popular for senior portraits. It's like, hey kid, get off those tracks. What are you doing? Where are you walking? You were the popular kid. Don't act like a loner, like you were walking on the tracks. Everyone liked you. You don't have to pose like a loner on the railroad tracks. That's stupid. Jordan, your haircut's looking really good.
I'm glad.
I'm glad too. I'm glad it doesn't look like poop. Oh my god, it totally sucks that your senior portraits aren't tomorrow, because then you would have an awesome haircut.
I had extensions in my senior portrait.
Really?
Yeah.
Me too. I lied. I never got to be a senior. I never got that far in school. Okay. So we're gonna flat iron the bits that I want flat ironed, which is the hairline, probably, and a little bit in the front. And that'll be cool. Wow, it got kind of jumpy. I wonder why. That's weird. All right, so I'm just gonna flat iron below the nape so I can see my line, so I can refine it a little bit more. You know, if I was photographer, if I was like a senior portrait photographer, I would be lobbying for schools to like make all the pictures color. So then I would make like junior portraits and freshman portraits. I think that's what they should do. They should do freshman portraits so that you get really high quality pictures of you being a total dork. Because you look so much more dorky in your freshman pictures than you do your senior pictures.
My freshman picture, I had the swine flu.
You what?
I had the swine flu in my freshman.
Wow.
I was in 2 different schools yearbooks my freshman year.
Oh, that's cool.
It was recorded.
I had some friends in high school that they would go, even after they graduated, they would go to the high school still every year and just get in line and sign up for the pictures, because this was before computers were in school, because I'm old. And they would get in line every year and give a different name, like Mike Ness or the guy from Suicidal, and they would give fake names. And I swear they were in like the high school yearbook for like 4 years after they even graduated. It was awesome. In different high schools too. They wouldn't just go to the same high school. They would like go to like different high schools. Wow, that sounds really dumb.
What?
That's not cool at all.
What?
I always thought that was a funny story, but then I realized like how pathetic it is that you live your existence of your life to go get in high school yearbooks.
That would be kind of sad.
Now it's just sad. I guess that's what happens when you rethink your ideas of what you thought used to be cool. I used to think 20 disconnections and a haircut was cool.
And ketchup on her face.
And ketchup. I don't know if I told you guys about that. I saw some of my old work and it was so bad.
You put ketchup on someone's face?
Well, no, it was like I had her hair colored blonde and red. I think it was a 6RO. And she let me do whatever. And there was one piece of red coming down. It was like really thin and a disconnection. And I guess I thought it was really cool at the time. And like I'm looking through these photos like 10 years later. I'm looking through them. I'm like, is that ketchup running down her face? I'm like, oh no, that was a disconnection. Yeah, that was the hair color and cut I did. And I guess I thought it was awesome. Man, I can't believe people came back to me. It must have been because I'm so damn handsome. That must be the only reason. Don't laugh, it's true. I'm handsome. You're the one stuck with me. You can't call me not handsome, because that'd be a diss on you.
I can do whatever I want.
You're like, oh yeah, I like my ugly boyfriend. My boyfriend, he's the ugliest.
Oh God.
Why is my boyfriend so ugly?
What the hell?
What was I thinking? My boyfriend is as ugly as this stupid disconnected haircut. Or something like that. That didn't make sense. I'm too tired to be witty right now. We drove all day yesterday. Katie drove all day yesterday because I don't drive. So Katie drove. Oh. Wow, it went from a mom bob to sexy bob time.
You said grandma bob, not mom bob.
I said grandma bob? Oh yeah, it was kind of grandma-ish. It was a little bit. But now it looks really good. And now you can see how pretty you are without this like thing. Yeah. Oh, okay. Whoa, whoa. Where did this guy go?
What are you doing?
There we go. Am I dropping frames or? Does it look like I'm working? Oh, you know what it is? Because the light went away. So now it's moving everything in slower like frames now. Ah, that's just dumb. Okay. Maybe if I turn this on, that'll help. Sorry guys, it looks like I'm working in slow motion. Wow, that light really blew up, didn't it?
Yeah, it went.
It like melted in the middle. That's nuts. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to go through and refine this a little bit now. Let's pick up a hair here. Taking a horizontal section and just pointing, kind of shallow pointing, not getting crazy. I don't need to put a ton of like crazy texture in it. I just need to refine what's there. Oh, and I really need to clean up that baseline as well. So even a little more shallower through the graduation, because I don't want to destroy the bit of graduation I put in. But she kind of has some highlights a little bit lower, so I need to blend those in as well. It's a bob every Thursday. I'm on like this bob marathon, Katie.
Why are you gonna buy my stuff?
What? What do you?
For this bob.
Oh. You should open a salon called Bob's Only.
It's just what happened with the 3 times you caught me cutting hair on camera and that's all I cut.
There's a bob?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bobs are fun. I like bobs. I wish I was better at them. I need to cut more of them. We should do a documentary called Quest for the Perfect Bob, where we just go film people and see how they do one-length bobs. And get different people doing one-length bobs. That would be awesome.
Well, you just put all of it in and out.
No, because no one does anything. I give people all ideas all the time and they never do anything with them. No one wants to listen to my dumb ideas. Okay, some people do rip me off. But it doesn't matter if I did it first, because other people do it better. And I'm totally okay with that, because I'm really too lazy to run with all the ideas I have. I got a lot of ideas, and I can't do them all. So it's okay if some people take some of my ideas. I don't mind that, because I got a lot of ideas. And we're just breaking everything up. And it's like, it's not like I've had original ideas. I just take ideas from other places and apply them to the hair world. Whereas other people, they just only get their influence from the hair world. And I guess if you really want to be a successful original hairstylist, don't look at the hair world for your creativity. Look at art museums and shit like that. Study the work of photographers and artists and stuff. And you go this way. Wow, it's looking really awesome. I don't think I'm going to cut your bangs shorter. I'm just going to kind of take some weight out of them. Yeah? You okay with that? All right. So just point in the bangs a bit. Do I have any finishing stuff in here?
Like.
I don't know. Milk or hairspray or anything.
You got some.
No.
You got some Oster lubricating oil.
No, that's not gonna work. Here, Katie, do some point cutting for me. I'm gonna grab some stuff.
Yes, card.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder what's on here. Okay.
Pictures of yourself and put it in that.
Probably. Okay, do some point cutting. I'll be right back. No one can hear you because I have the microphone. I guess maybe I should leave the microphone. So yeah, you can talk if you want. What? What are you doing? You're fixing my haircut. That's what you're doing. And you're gonna tell everyone how bad it totally sucks. Yeah.
Just put it down.
Okay, I'll just put it down. Alright, and talk loudly so people can hear you. How'd that go?
Oh, good. You know, like 5 hair.
Oh, sweet. Cool. All right. I'll take that.
Looks like you get a bomber.
You what?
Looks like you get a bomber.
Oh, did you put your hoodie on? Yeah. Wow. But everyone likes you. No one likes me. People only watch the show so they can catch glimpses of you. People like you. Oh wow, my line's kind of off, so I'm gonna fix that.
It's because we didn't see it all the way through.
All right, so I'm just kind of cleaning up my line. Tilt, tilt. And when the hair is dry, I just really like to tilt the head far away. You can't see that. Tilt the head far away and just look for any little bits that are hanging down and just point into the baseline and get rid of that.
Hi, Gordon.
And that will kind of soften the bottom line a little bit. Did you say hi, Gordon, or bye, Gordon?
Gordon said hi to me.
Oh. Because Kitty's awesome, but never wants to be on camera. All right. Same thing on this side, just little pointing. Lots of tension, little pointing. And that's just going to help the hairline look less shelfy. Shelfy. And down.
Scotland?
No, I'm not from Scotland. I am not wearing a dress. I don't wear dresses like the dudes do in Scotland. Skirts. Them and their skirts.
Cute.
Skirt. They're wearing mini skirts. Alright, check this side out. And there's a little disconnection there, so we're just going to blend that a little bit and down. And it's still lumpy kind of in the middle here, so just going to take out a little more weight through there.
Amy Johnson said great class.
Hey, thanks Amy Johnson. Thanks for tuning in, I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone that tuned in. It's really awesome to take a bit of your evening, because you guys, it's Thursday and you were probably all working today, so I appreciate you tuning in. I wish I was funnier tonight, but I just wasn't feeling funny tonight. But I hope you like my haircut at least that I've done. And don't forget that May 6th we're going to have on Tuesday nights you can also watch more barbering action going on, because we're going to be doing live barbering classes.
We have a babe of a lady barber.
A babe of a lady barber is going to be doing some shaving. And we have DC. We have another barber teacher too. Is it Don? Is it Don? But he's going to be cutting as well, I think. So we'll have lots of barber action. I think we're going to have a live studio audience for that too, which should be fun. All right, so.
The entire barber crew.
What's that?
They roll deep.
Yeah, the whole barber crew rolls deep. All right, so here's my only product endorsement ever on the show. This stuff milk is really, really freaking awesome. It's milk by Reverie, and our friend Garrett owns the product company, and it's the only product in this product line. And I seriously think it's the only styling product you need in your salon, because it's really, really awesome. All right, maybe like something a little more glossy, but this just adds a lot of separation. And it's great for wet hair too. He doesn't pay me. He doesn't give me anything. I just like the product, and I like him.
We're just pals with the guy that makes it.
We're just pals with the guy that makes milk. Alright. And some spray texture stuff. We'll throw some of that in there. Just to kind of dirty up the fine hair a little bit. Oh look, Josh cut a bob again. Wow, surprise. Maybe I'll try and find a crop for you guys. That'll be fun. You alright, Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah? Your haircut looks amazing. I'm pretty stoked on it. Thank you for letting me cut it.
Of course.
Your makeup also looks amazing too.
Now I'm gonna have to look at that.
I think Jacob totally sold my haircut with his makeup. He's like, oh, Josh has been sucking at haircutting lately, so let's make sure the makeup looks great. So there we go. I've been liking this little asymmetrical feel. So we'll tuck that behind. And a little back combing. Like I said, I've been like really into like styling my haircuts out a bit now. Because I am a terrible hair cutter. So I have to do lots of back combing and stuff now. No, I'm not too bad.
You tell me now.
Yeah, now I tell you. Hey, would you like a really horrible haircut later? Hi, my name's Josh Flowers. I was wondering if you would be interested in modeling for a really terrible haircut later. I look back, I used to work for like a product company and I'd have to go out and find models.
Mm-hmm.
And I think back to some of the shit that the models got, and I feel really bad because I was the guy that went out and found those models.
You feel responsible?
Well, yeah, because they get their hair lopped off into some ugly thing with like 10 disconnections. I feel really bad for like some of the people I conned into getting their haircuts by me. I feel horrible about it sometimes. Sometimes I wake up in a cold sweat because I have nightmares that those models are under my bed or chasing me down a dark hallway because of the travesty that I caused on their hair. Hey, that haircut looks pretty awesome. All right, I'm pretty happy with it. Where'd Katie go? She gone? Okay, Katie's gone.
I hear her.
Oh, all right. You want to come and say bye? We're saying bye. Hey guys, so yeah, go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow Katie Butts on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, JoshXO. Do you have an Instagram you want people to follow you at?
Jordan Michaela.
Jordan Michaela on Instagram. Follow my awesome model, Jordan, who put up with all my stupid jokes and got her haircut by me and stuff, which is pretty cool. And subscribe to Federico Advanced. Also look for our calendar and all that good stuff coming up. And yeah, you saw everything in that corner down there where to follow me. So go follow that stuff, and that'll do, pig. I guess I'm gonna do a photo shoot right now, so I'll leave it streaming. But you people on YouTube watching it later won't be able to watch that. So ha suckers. But you people watching live now will be able to watch it. So, okay. We'll see you next week. Federico Advanced at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Adam will be back next week cutting some hair, and that will also be awesome. So, okay, goodbye. You can turn my microphone off now. Unless I... Oh, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.